Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, thanks for joining us. And this video today might be of interest to you. This video is really aimed at people who have yet to make the leap into alt bricks. Now, if you've been following us for a while, you know we do Lego, we do alt bricks and everything. So I'm going to share Kim and I's journey to alt bricks and how we discovered it. And we're going to go through the phases that you will go through once you decide to make that leap of faith into alt bricks, whatever your reason might be. So why might you start looking at the alt brick world? Well, we all know that Lego is getting more expensive. If you want more details on this, by the way, you can check out our Lego versus alt brick video up above me here. Also, Lego doesn't do all themes. Those are the two main reasons, maybe. So our journey really did begin with that. We were perusing, a couple years ago, we were perusing a website, came across a set that looked kind of good. Up until that point, we had pretty much been Lego purists. And those people are out there, and that's fine. But we found a couple of sets on a site, and we decided to give it a shot. While Lego, of course, is the original, there are several alt brick brands out there that are really starting to catch up, providing quality, selection, and a really, really good price. So today, we're going to look how you might want to start dipping your toes into that pool. So our journey into the alt brick world started with this set right here. We saw it. It's by CaDa, C-A-D-A. It is the Japanese steamed bun shop. It was about 55 bucks when we bought it on Amazon a couple of years ago, and it was a great build. This was our first foray into that world. It's a lighted set. You can plug it into a USB hub and it'll light up, and it was a neat little set. After that, frankly, we were kind of hooked. So today, as I said, we're going to share with you our journey and the phases you might go through if you start getting into the alt brick world, and we're going to tell you where to start. So as you can imagine, this is the kind of series of events and phases that we went through when we were starting this alt brick journey. Your journey might be a little bit different, but the destination is the same. Getting and enjoying all the different alt bricks out there. One of our viewers made a comment on one of our videos saying that we really are in a golden age right now of brick building, and it's true. There is so much variety out there that it's really hard to pick and choose. Kim and I have to be very specific about our budget every month on what we purchase because there is so much out there. We'd go absolutely broke if we tried to get it all. Another thing I want to mention, the days of the alt brick companies just being clones or knockoffs of Lego products, those days are over. When Lepin was shut down by the Chinese government in 2019, there's still some remnants of that stuff left. But a lot of these Chinese companies have really developed their own intellectual property, their own designs. Now, where will your journey start? So this is coming from the perspective of somebody living in Georgia, in the United States, in North America. So depending on where you are watching this, we have a lot of viewers from Vietnam. Go figure. That's what YouTube tells us, at least. But depending on where you are, your journey, again, might be a little bit different. But if you are in the United States, your journey, of course, will start with Amazon. Now, why will it start with Amazon? Amazon, first of all, has a huge selection. A lot of the big alt brick companies have a pretty good presence on Amazon. Amazon also, as you know, if there's a problem, they tend to take care of it. If you need to return something, it's easy to return. We have never, ever really had a problem with Amazon, and that is where we started our journey. And of course, your journey is going to start on Amazon because these alt brick companies, at least in the United States, are not found in any major brick and mortar retailer. You might find some small sets, for example, Brickcraft here, you might find in a Walmart. There's another one called Block Tech that is found in like the little Five Below stores. They go for about $6. We've done a couple of reviews on those. You might also find some cheaper sets and some smaller sets at Dollar General, Dollar Tree, stuff like that. They usually run about $5, and we've reviewed those as well. Amazon is another great place to start because you are going to get your stuff pretty quick. If you happen to live close to a distribution center like we do, we sometimes get our alt brick sets the next day. or 2 days. You're not waiting on that stuff to get here on the slow boat from China. It's already in the United States, gets to you quick. Some of the more well-known alt-brick companies that have a good presence on Amazon are Kobe, Fantasy, Luma Bricks, Knifeles. They all have a pretty good presence on there. They don't carry everything. When you go on the alt brick websites, their own websites, and you look at what they have, not everything is on Amazon, but it is the place to start. Ultimately, if you really think about it, Amazon could be the place where you stay forever for your alt brick sets because there is such a huge selection. They even carry some excellent sets by a company called Insoon that I haven't seen anywhere else. And maybe they are somewhere else, but I haven't seen them. This company, Insoon, has no internet presence anywhere, but somehow they're on Amazon, and they make really good stuff, and it's really affordable. Phase 2 of your journey into alt brick will probably then take you to either AliExpress or Temu. And we have certainly gone out there ourselves. It is a little bit riskier depending on who you talk to. We have never gotten screwed over by a vendor on AliExpress or Temu. We've always gotten our stuff. It has taken a while. We've waited 3-4 weeks. That's because it's coming over from China. One time we actually got a set from AliExpress that wasn't complete, and they ended up refunding us the money. So that was great. Now, as of today, when I am filming this, sets from AliExpress and Temu might get a little bit more expensive. The de minimis exemption, you can look it up, is about to expire. So a lot of this stuff is going to be hit by a little bit higher tariff, or a lot higher tariff when it comes into the US. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. So your $5 set from AliExpress or your $20 set from AliExpress might be $100 tomorrow. We don't know. Is China going to absorb that? Are they going to open up, more distribution centers here in the US? What does that look like? No idea. But for right now, as the time I'm filming this, AliExpress and Temu are probably the second place where you're going to start to branch out if Amazon isn't enough, because AliExpress and Temu have a huge selection. Now, one good thing about Temu that not many people realize is that they do have established warehouses and distribution networks in the United States. Probably not on every product for sure, but it might be for your alt brick set if you're looking at that. A word of caution with AliExpress and Temu. You might think you are buying a Lego compatible set, but what you're really getting is a micro or mini build. If you want to see our video on that where Kim looks at the different sizes, it's right above my shoulder there. Check that out after you finish up this one. If you see a set that's got 6,000 pieces and it's $30, it's probably micro or mini. So if it's too good to be true for Lego compatible, it probably is. And some of the vendors on AliExpress and Temu, they're just not as forthcoming about what the size is. If you're done with Amazon, if you're done with AliExpress and Temu, and you're feeling lucky, then phase 3 is going to one of the many online retailers out of China that sell these sets. We have only ever ordered from a couple of them. There are numerous ones, too many to list. Some of the bigger ones, Your World of Building Bricks, Hero Toys is another one, and there's also Barware, AF Brick, Blue Bricks, not to mention most of the companies do have their own dedicated websites as well. I say most because not all. Sometimes those are hard to figure out too. I have come across at least 2 Mold King websites. Both declare that they are the official Mold King website. I have no idea what the truth is. So you do have to be a little cautious. When we have ordered from one of these, and I think we've only really ordered from Your World of Building Bricks, it worked out fine. There are also several websites out there that work with mock builders and then license their designs and sell them. Let Bricks and Less DIY is one of those companies, and Mock Pixel as well. Certainly a suggestion of ours is get yourself on one of these Facebook groups and ask the question, has anybody ever ordered from X company? These Facebook groups are not shy about telling you about their experience. So you will know pretty quick, oh yeah, it's good, it's legit. That's our main resource when we want to venture out. Kim and I have a feeling that most of these Chinese online retailers are probably legit. You do hear some horror stories though. It's kind of buyer beware. If you want to play it safe in these phases, I would stick with Amazon if you're very risk averse. Kim and I are pretty risk averse, but sometimes even we're like, we can risk $50 and we'll see if we get it. So far we've been lucky. Now you're probably also wondering, hey Curtis, What brands should I look for? What brands in the alt brick world should I go for? There are so many. A great resource is Merlin's Bricks that's scrolling over my shoulder right now. You can see the amount of alt brick companies that are out there. There are so many. It all depends on what you like and what you happen to find on any of these websites. Here in North America, in the US, you are not going to find these companies in any brick and mortar store, to my knowledge, at least where I am here in Georgia. So you are definitely going to have to find these online. Some of our favorite alt brick companies: Luma Bricks, Fantasy, Rio Bricks, Kobe, CaDa, or CaDa, however you pronounce it. You say CaDa, I say CaDa.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Let's call the whole thing off. No, let's not call it off. There are so many out there. Many of these companies, I'm not going to name names, but they don't make their own stuff, but they go to a white label company in China, have them make it, and then they put their own name on it. That happens a few times. There's been several sets that I have seen claiming to be from a certain manufacturer, and I know I've seen it somewhere else. Some of these online retailers do have US warehouses, and you can select that. I've found that the selection is pretty minimal. It's like they don't want to pay the cost to get all their sets over here, but you can get stuff pretty quick. Most people say to between 3 and 7 days, something like that. So that's something to be on the lookout for as well. So tell us about your alt brick journey. Where did it start? What was the first set? Have you even started yet? Are you a little nervous? It's okay. Trust me, you're not cheating on Lego. It's going to be okay. Hey, thanks for joining us today. Please hit that subscribe, hit that like, leave a comment, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.